Sorry, Kiara. There was a power cut. Kiara, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, you are the only participant with me now, waiting for others to join us. I'm not sure why they are late.
Okay.
I've just accepted you on our Facebook page. Thank you for joining us. Looks like nobody wants to join or what? Yusuf, I mentioned some of them. Yusuf Howard, you can find his name. Okay, Kiara will work till they join us. I'm not sure. I mentioned their names in the Facebook page. But
Okay.
No. Okay, let's look at question 4 until they or somebody else joins us. Question 4, we answered it, right? So Hans was a painter, right?
Yes.
Kiara, he has another job, but it was a winter job. Do you remember what it is?
Mm,
The winter.
no.
He didn't paint because in the winter, you know, in Germany, it's raining most of the time. But he used to paint the faces of houses. Now, in the winter, his work stops, right? Jana,
Yes.
Jana and two other guys, sorry. Jana, Jana, Tadros, okay. So, in the winter, he doesn't paint. So, how does he earn money, Kiara? How does he make money in the winter? He has another job. Remember, he used to play a specific musical instrument. The accordion, right?
Yes. Yes. Right.
So in the winter, he plays the accordion for a little money in some milking pubs. P-U-B. P for pen, U-B for book. Okay? So, question, guys, we are doing question 4. What was Hans Huberman's occupation? We said that he was a painter by trade, or his original job was a painter, but he was playing the accordion in the winters because he didn't paint houses in the winter. He played accordion in some pubs for a little money. And he has a hobby. Who can remind me of his hobby? His favorite hobby was, who can answer? Put your hands up. He was interested in something and he asked Liesel to join him doing this or practicing this hobby. Remember it? Does anybody remember his hobby? Okay, just to save time, he was...
Roller cigarette.
Yes, perfect, Kiara. He was in the habit of rolling cigarettes. He rolled his cigarettes himself. And when Liesel refused to take the bath, if you remember the bath, he went over to her and they both spent almost an hour rolling cigarettes together, and he was smoking them. So his main job is a painter. He is also a musician. He played the accordion, but his level was above average. He was an excellent painter, above average accordion player, and he liked to roll cigarettes. Okay, thank you, Kiara. Question 5. What were Liesel's nightmares about? The girl used to have nightmares almost every night. What were they about? Put your hands up, please, guys, and be more active, please, please. I have Tadros, Kiara, Yusuf Awad, Ganna Gouda, and Jana Gray. Be more active, please. Put your hands up if you know the answer to question 5. What were Liesel's nightmares about? What were Liesel's nightmares about? Put your hands up if you know the answer. Kiara again. Okay, Kiara. Okay, say the answer.
Deet's brother.
Her brother's death, the moment when her brother was on the train and death came and took his soul. Every night she sees her brother on the train staring or looking on the floor of the train, right? Okay, thank you, Kiara. Question 6, what instrument does Hans play for Liesel? As we said, the accordion. A, C, C, O, R, D, I, O, N, the accordion. Question 7, just to save time, what does Liesel have to join at age 10? Remember the bond of the German girls, the band of the German girls, the BDM. Okay, the girls, when they turn 10, they join this, let's say, organization. Question 8, what sport does Liesel play on the street? What sport does Liesel play on the street? Yusuf Awad, can you answer this question? What sport does Liesel play on the street with her friends?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Look at question 8, Yusuf. Can you see the screen?
Football.
Football or soccer. Okay, thank you. Question 9. Who does Rudy admire and why? Question 9. Rudi Steiner, the boy who is about 10 months older than Liesel, admires someone. Who is this person and why does he admire? I'll go to Tadros. If you know this answer, Tadros, please answer. Tadros, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Uskosh.
Question 9. Rudi Steiner, the little boy, Liesel's friend, admires someone. Who is this person and why?
I don't know.
Okay. Rudy admired an American athlete, a runner called Jesse Owens, Jesse, Owens, Owens, and a black American, okay, because he was the fastest person in the world. And in Berlin Olympics 1936, he won 4 gold medals. And there was an incident when Hitler refused to shake hands with him because, as you know, Hitler thought that all the other people who are not Aryans were inferior to the Aryans. This is a black person, he is inferior to me, how come I shake hands with him? This was a famous incident. Again, the boy admired a person called Jesse Owens, who was a champion in the Berlin Olympics in 1936 at the time of Hitler. Question 10. Guys who study online, please make sure you finish part 1. Read part 1. Read part 1 up to page, I think, 57. We did the prologue in the first term. Please read part 1. What 10% of German in Hans is Hans a part of? Hans was belonged to 10% of Germans who did what or who are what or who can answer. We said in 1933, 90% of the Germans did such and such, and the rest, the 10%, did such and such. Hans belonged to the 10%. What did they do? Or who were they? Or waiting for your answers. Okay, I'll answer it. We said that 90% of the German people supported Hitler. They were very enthusiastic about his winning the elections in that year. But 10% only didn't support him, didn't want him. Hans belonged to them. Hans was one of them, or one of those who didn't want Hitler. Question 11, what happens when Hans finds Liesel's stolen book? He asks her about the owner of the book and then starts to teach her how to read and write. Question 12, we haven't done it yet. I'll go to the vocab list. You have to study this vocab list. Again, guys, I put this worksheet on SMS last night. There are 2 worksheets on SMS. You have to study this for the exam. The word torrent means a flow of water or air or a gush. If you open the door and it's windy, you have a gush of air. Gush, torrent, flow. Number 2, unsavory means unpleasant or distasteful. Apprentice is a beginner who's learning to do a specific craft, like apprentice, a carpenter, an apprentice, mechanic, and so on. Innocuously means harmlessly. Innocuously, harmlessly. Echelons means levels or ranks or classes of society or a community. Enviable means fortunate. When somebody is enviable, you envy him or her for having something. This means he is or she is fortunate. Illustrious, we said that the girl was a thief and this was an illustrious career, a famous career. We have many thieves around. Hiatus or hiatus, hiatus means a break, a pause. Hiatus, okay? Eventuated means ended or occur as a result. Ended in a specific way or occur as a result. Eventuated. Vehement means intense. Prolific. For example, William Shakespeare was a prolific writer. He was abundant. He wrote a lot. Prolific writer. Castigate, when you castigate someone for doing something, you criticize them. Criticize. Deluge means flood. Flood of water, when a city is flooded. Stupefying means amazing. When you are amazed, you look like stupid. You don't believe it. Okay, this is a stupefying fact. Atrocious means brutal, like animal-like. Atrocious. Audacious means brave, daring, courageous. Nefarious means evil or wicked. Nefarious. Auspicious, promising or favorable. Auspicious. Raucous means noisy, harsh, grating, making much noise and disorderly. Okay, messy. Raucous. Berate means insult or scold. Berate. Frigid, from the word frigid, without warmth or feeling. Frigid emotions. Loathsome means causing disgust. Luminary, a person who inspires, or an expert in a field that inspires others, especially one prominent in a particular sphere or field or specialization. Apocalyptic, describing the complete destruction of the world. Clenched, when we talk about the teeth, they are pressed tightly together with anger. Pensive, when you are pensive, you're engaged in deep or serious thoughts. Flippant, disrespectful, showing no respect. Morbidity, state of disease and death. Abducted, like kidnapped, carried off unlawfully. Finally, we have the word grudge, which means hatred. Print this sheet, study it. These vocab items are very important. Thank you very much.